We got this charger here from INVT. It's a home smart charger, and this is their NEMA 1450 40 amp. That's why I got that plug put in, so I'm able to test all the various home chargers here. The reason you'd be getting this is because, you know, your car comes, like my Rivian, for example. I've got this NEMA 1450 charger here. A lot of people want to just keep that in their vehicle so they don't forget it for road trips, and then have some sort of permanent home charging solution. And that's where companies like this come in. I'm going to show you the features of it, and I'll have it linked in the description so you can go purchase it. But it should be a pretty simple, straightforward install. I'll show you the features. We'll make sure it actually works, and that's it. So we got the faceplate put on here, and then we put these two screws into the back of the charging unit itself. Those will go here and then slide down into place, and then this was secured with the housing that they gave us. And then this little screw here will be the very last thing that you do. So let's get this mounted and put up on the wall. Now, ideally, because of how my charger is facing, ideally, you would have this like sitting up here and then it plugs right in. But because of how my charger faces, I'd have to flip it upside down, which I'm not going to do. But that would overall give this a cleaner look. Now I'll just have to put a little angle. We're going to put a full-on U-turn on this thing mounted on the wall. So I went ahead and I'm just using the existing cable mount here. I'm just going to use that one there because it's the same connector up front. And then we're going to get this thing plugged in, and then we're going to download the app to see what the features are like there. All right, time to plug her in. Power's on, so that's looking good so far. And then I also downloaded the app, so you can take a look at the app here. It says Bluetooth disconnected, connect now. Now that the charger's plugged in, should be able to connect. I'm sitting here thinking I need to use this. I could just plug it right into there. So we're gonna do that. So yeah, so here's a look at the kind of what the app looks like. Just if you want to add additional chargers, notifications, you have the user manual, and then you click in here and that takes you to your specific charger. And the other thing is, one of the other videos I did, people said this coil, if you're not extending it to its full length of like 25 feet, it's actually good to uncoil this to make sure it's not so tight to reduce the amount of heat that's transmitted through. It could overheat the cable. So it is actually good to, even if I'm charging like right here to my Rivian, it's like 5 feet away, it's good to maybe just make these bigger loops. That way it doesn't overheat. So let's plug it in and see what kind of performance we get. All right, so you can actually see here, this green LEDs going round and round as we're charging up here. So we can see that the Rivian is charging up currently at 9 kilowatts, so that's all good there. Within the INVT app, you can connect to your Wi-Fi, you can look into the load management here, which, you know, I don't know. And you can look at your charging current. You can look at if you want to just plug it in and charge, you can do that. Or if you toggle it off, you can do scheduled charging. You can set your energy price for your home so you can track what it costs. If there's firmware upgrades for the charger, you can do that all here. And then there's a leakage protection test that you can run. So there's actually a decent amount of features in the app. It's pretty simple. It's pretty standard. There's nothing too crazy here. It's very easy to operate and get installed. So it seems to be working perfectly for the Rivian. We're charging at 22 miles per hour. So if you want to buy this, I'll have a link to it in the description. You can purchase it there. INVT, I appreciate you guys sending out this charger for me to test out and use for a little while. I'll be plugging in my Tesla, this Rivian, and just keep it going. But it's nice to have kind of a more fixed unit. That way you're able to keep your mobile charger in your vehicle. That way on road trips, you don't have to worry about not having that. So the other thing you may be worried about with this charger, so this is just hard plastic, the handle, but they've done drop testing and really made this a durable plastic. So if you ever go to charge your car and maybe you're just hammered one night, right? And you go, oh God, nothing happens. So it's actually very durable plastic. You can just say, hey, you go, hey, do you need the charger? And then you just go like that to your neighbor. So it's actually a very durable charger. You can see here, not even any marks on it. There's a little scuff right there, but the plastic on this is very durable. So you can actually be pretty rough with it and you're not going to have any issues. Now, the other thing is Tesla is the most popular EV. Most people have those. So it comes with a J1772 adapter. You just pop that into the INVT charger and bam. And it'll start charging your Tesla. So let's see what kind of speeds we get with this. As you can see here, we're ramping up to 40 amps. That's the max on this, 240 volts. And to go from 43% to 85%, which is the charge limit I have set in my Model Y, it would take us 3 hours and 25 minutes. And you can see there, it's running at 40 amps. So it's running perfectly. And again, all Teslas come with that J1772 adapter. Even a lot of the used ones do. Just something to be aware of. For me, I have a Rivian and a Tesla, so I have a charger that can, with the adapter, do both. I think this is a solid charger. It's nice that you can actually mount it, despite what I showed. You can actually mount the charging cable right into the face of the charger. Now, if you want to see more accessories for your Model 3 and Model Y, click this video right here. That will be helpful to you in accessories that are under $100.